Khán ơi, một ca đơn như sexy reading. Who was he? And now, please welcome the whole Lord in this for day today. Let's all monster! Welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome all of you guys back to our next episode of our show. And hello. And tonight is episode number 110. 110. Yeah. 110. Alright. So, today I've got no news. Alright? No news. Pre-show news. I have got no pre-show news for you. So, I do have, but this is about me, not the world, about me. My ties look good, right? My tie looks good. That's all. Welcome all of you guys to our next episode of our show, and it is 110. So happy to be here on Tuesday night, and we are now in the exercise unit 6E. In the 6A reading, we're gonna learn about Caspar Hauser. Really big name, bold, right over there. And who was he? We'll find out tonight. Open your books. Page 58, 59. 2 pages. Find out tonight on our show. Alright, so who was he? Alright, so okay, so let's do the exercise number 1 on page number 58, right over there. You are going to read about a famous German mystery story. What other famous mystery stories do you know? Other famous mystery story? I think the story is about me. Yeah, this is real. This is real. Last night, it was just last night. All right, just last night, and this is not invented. This is real. All right, last midnight, 2 a.m. this morning. 2 a.m. this morning. I could not sleep. I stayed awake from. I supposed to sleep at about 10 p.m. or at about that, or maybe 10:30 or something like that. I normally sleep at that time, but last night I have to stay awake until 2 a.m. 2 a.m. or more than that. Because how could I know? How do I check my clock? How do I check my time when I have no phone or no iPads around me? Well, my watch tells me. When it says, alright? Each 1 hour it says, then it turns to another hour. So it turns to 2 a.m. And from 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. 5 times of so I know that I stayed awake until 2 a.m. This is real. I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. Didn't make it up. This is real. Real. Yeah, real. Don't make it up. If I make it up, if I make that up, trust me, I'll leave the show for now. If I'm staying right over here, that means I'm true. If I walk off the chair just now, that means I'm lying. Hello, what's that? Oh, you tell me? No. Trust me, it's real. I never lied to myself. Except my uncle. I lied to him a lot. We are all famous uncles. Alright, so we have finished the exercise number 1, and though it is a story about myself, but we also have finished it. So yeah, it might be trend. It might be trend. It might be on the book. It might be on the book. So now, let's do the exercise number 2, shall we? Exercise number 2, read the text quickly, then match the paragraphs from A to E with the headings from 1 to 6. There's one extra heading that you do not need. So, there are 6 headings right over there marked from 1 to 6. So, there is one you do not need. So, match them to the boxes A to E. One of them will be stayed right there. Don't need it. So now let's read about Kaspar Hauser. Alright. First paragraph. You can see, on 26 May 1828, the people of Nuremberg in Germany found a teenage boy who was wandering alone through the streets. When they came across him, he had no possessions except for his 2 old letters. Because of his behavior and appearance, they took him to the police station. Kaspar spent the next 2 months in the prison. Why? Where he hardly spoke and refused all of the food except for bread and water. Some people assume that Kaspar had grown up alone in the forest, like a wild animal. But gradually, a different picture emerged. Kaspar said he had spent his whole childhood in a small dark cell. He had never seen the world outside or left his cell. He had never met or spoken to another human being. The cell was empty apart from a small bed and one toy, a wooden horse. He claimed that he had found the bread and water in his cell every morning. According to Kaspar's account, a mysterious man had begun to call on him shortly before his release. The man never showed his face. Kaspar became well known throughout Germany and in the other countries too. And the people found his story was fascinating. Some suggested that Kaspar was the son of a rich and powerful man, a prince perhaps, who wanted to keep his identity secret. A school teacher called the Friedrich Dahmer met Kaspar and agreed to look after him. Dahmer taught him various subjects and encouraged Kaspar's talent for drawing. One day in 1829, Kaspar was found with a knife and wound to his head. He claimed that a man with a hood over his face had attacked him. The same man who had brought him to Nuremberg, it wasn't a serious injury, but Kaspar got over it. But in 1833, Hauser came home with a deep knife wound in his chest, saying someone had attacked him in the garden. 3 days later, Kaspar died from the wound. Just before he died, Kaspar told the police that the attacker had given him a bag. So the police went to the garden and looked for it. They found it with a note inside. The note was in the mirror, writing and said in German, "I want to tell you about myself. I come from the Bavarian border on the river." Over the years, books have been written about Kaspar's stories, and various historians have looked into them. Most have concluded that the story was untrue and the Kaspar Hauser was a liar who killed himself, possibly by a mistake. But for some people, Kaspar Hauser's death remained one of the most mysterious in history. We'll be right back.